Alex. This is Mr. Jenkins. The most common question asked when I tell people I've got a Rover P6, is it a V8? No, it's not. And at that point, they don't know what to say, because everybody seems to want a V8. And people say to me, "Ah, a 2000, why didn't you just get a V8? You know, that's like someone having a little boy and me going, ah, why didn't you have a little girl? You know." Mr. Jenkins came along when I was looking for a tax exempt car at the age of 20. I didn't want a big engine. I've never been interested in big engines. I like going fast, but not out of my capabilities. So I drive Mr. Jenkins hard and fast, but on the same note, I'm not looking to blow him up, and I'm not looking to wrap myself around a tree. Mr. Jenkins came along. I'd never even heard of a Rover P6. Look, my boots ajar again. I'd never even heard of a P6, and I thought, oh, what's this? In fact, the first picture I saw on eBay back in 2010, first picture I saw, bear in mind he was blue, first picture on eBay was that. Twin headlights, slack grille. I've always wanted a Plymouth Fury, like from the film Christine. But I knew they'd be too big, unaffordable, thirsty, uninsurable. Ridiculous car to have, a Plymouth Fury. But I saw this. I thought, that is nice. Let's have a look at the rest of it. Look at that. It's got little fins. I love fins on the American cars. I know these are only little, but they are fins. Those little pointy lights. You know, I like that. Nice clean look to it. And obviously bear in mind he was matte blue, you know, faded blue when I first caught eyes of him. So I've owned him since 2010, so that's 10 years now. I had him repainted quite badly to begin with in 2013. Then I was involved in a car accident. Someone drove into the side of him, or side of me, and bent in this B-post. Banana shaped it. Ruined the doors, ruined the wings. So I had to have this side repainted. So I took it to KRC Body Repairs in Malvern, because he was the only person willing to undertake the repair. Because a few body places around here didn't want to touch the B-post. They didn't want to jack it out. But Keith at KRC, he jacked it out. I got replacement doors, replacement wings, and he said, "Who painted this? It's awful." They'd missed all the bottoms of the wings, all the bottoms of the doors. So for an extra £1,000 or so, he painted the lot. He painted both sides and made it look great. Since then, it's had a replacement bonnet, because the old one had a bend here. It'd probably been in a little shunt, and the aluminium was cracked. So I got a replacement bonnet for 200 quid. Keith sprayed that for me. During my life, all the auto jumbles I go to on eBay, I pick up bits of chrome. New old stock arms. New old stock bumper I got for my birthday from a good friend. These side light units I picked up £100 a pair at Auto Jumble, brand new in a box. Just pick up bits as I go. But over the 10 years, or probably 8 or 7 years he's been purple, the rust is coming through. Bearing in mind I use this car daily, like proper daily. All weathers. Snow, salt, crap, everything. It's always wet. He's kept in a damp garage. I can't do anything about that. At the end of the day, this car cost me 260 quid off eBay back in 2010. Yes, I've spent money on it since. The head's been on and off more than I care to imagine. It's had all new valves, new seats. And the head's perfect. You may hear a little chatter there. I've got a bit of timing chain slap. I've changed the tensioner. I've got all the right oil filter and everything. The gauze is clean. He's got this slap. I've got replacement chains. I just haven't got around to doing it. But yeah, the worst wing. The worst wing's this one. It's horrible. You know, it's taken a good 7 years to get like this in all weather. And bear in mind, these panels were full of filler anyway. Look at this one. You know, it was a cheap job. And I will admit that, it was a cheap job. It was a shit wing that was full of filler and painted pretty. But it's not up to it. Look at it, it's hanging. But don't dismay. I have got 4, I want to say new, but pretty damn good wings in the shed. So next year I'm going to spray them up. I'll probably get Keith to do it, to be fair. Get the wings done. And honestly, it's just the wings really, and one door. We've got this wing. This door's fine. This door's absolutely fine. This door's awful. I've got a replacement door, look. It's getting off and walking by itself. Front wings, they're poo. The usual spot for a P6 to go is there. And this wing over here, sadly, has gone horrible up here. And again, in the usual spot. And the reason they go there, you see it's all pushed out. There's a bracket behind here, a strengthening bracket, and all the rubbish collects behind it and it rots from the outside, or the inside out. And then down here is pretty rank as well. But early this year, before lockdown, Lyndon at Burrian Classics spent a lot of time welding this car up. I had a new driver's sill, inner and outer, and I had the rear windscreen out because all under here was rotten, both corners, and he's repaired all that. Put a new rubber seal in. Yeah. And this car is used daily. The other day I took my family to Bolton-on-the-Water, so the mud is still on the mats there. I do look after him, I do clean him. But he is used daily. And I won't stop using him daily. Because, you know, I got an Allegro, absolutely mint. Pretty much original. That I mollycoddle. I keep that in the garage. I don't like taking it out in the salt because it's a piece of history. And yes, you could say Mr. Jenkins is a piece of history too. But at the end of the day, it was a £260 car off of eBay. And I enjoy using him. And I'll be pretty damn sad if I was to park this up for 6 months of the year just because of a bit of water, as you can see on my driveway. So I will continue to use Mr. Jenkins and repair him as and when required. Apart from the chain slap, I think the main problem is the gearbox. The gearbox leaks oil. Got a tow bar. I haven't wired up the electrics yet. I'm in the process of trimming out the boot. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Let's have a look. This really annoys me. No matter what I do, I get condensation in the reverse light. I think that's the same with all P6s. I tried all different types of seals. But I've lost focus. I keep getting condensation. Linden at Bury Classics tidied up my wing tops as well. Painted them up. You can hear the chain, can't you? Slap, 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 slap. Well, thanks for watching this video. I hope now you know a bit more about Mr. Jenkins. If there's anything else you want to know, let me know in the comments. I might be able to do some more filming or chatting, whatever you want. You might want to know, is it fast? Yeah, it's alright. It's not a V8, but I don't want a V8. You know, this might be a sort of chihuahua to the owner of a Rottweiler. Oh, why have you got a chihuahua? Why didn't you get a Rottweiler? Because my little chihuahua does me good. It's good company. And it gets me places. It makes me happy. Number plates from the number plate centre in Birmingham. Very nice. Not tickers. Right, before we go for a drive, have a look at my seatbelt. This side up, insert tongue from below. How rude. That's my Irvin seatbelt for you. No one can ever work out how to get it on. Especially when I tell them to stick their tongue in it. This is the launch control pad. L for launch, D for drive. Well, I have no idea what happened to the audio for these driving clips, so I'll insert some music to entertain you whilst watching me drive. Thanks for watching.